Okay. Back in the car again. I don't really know what to start off with. Let's start with a word for the day. Word for the day today is fecundate. F-E-R-C-U-N-D-A-T-E. And it's basically a fancy way of saying to fertilize. This last video that I did kind of worked out pretty well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sitting just in my car talking to camera for a while, so I figured might as well do it again. Always did want to start up like a almost a diary, video log, whatever. I'm obviously wearing a little bit nicer attire this evening rather than whatever the hell I was wearing last time. I don't have any ice cream though. It's a shame. Ice cream's in the house. So, yeah. It's warm. It's been sitting in the car for about 4 days. I don't know why I drank it. Actually longer than that, probably about 3 weeks. Oh god. I don't like upkeeping my car at all, really. I'm not a car person. I'm not mechanically minded. I probably could be if I put my mind to it, but I'm not about that life. I spend way too much time on the computer. More than anything. I spent $2,000 on a computer just so I could sit there and watch YouTube for long periods of time. And South Park, excuse me. It takes me a while to gather my thoughts. That's why I edit these a little bit, because, yeah, I edit these quite a bit heavily. I wouldn't say heavily, lots of jump cuts, because, yeah, I suck at maintaining thoughts for a long period of time, if that makes sense, or thinking about what to talk to. I really should write down, like, a script thing to actually talk to you about. But I like to I like the natural feeling of it, really. It's a lot more, natural. Set myself up for that one. I'm gonna put the window down. Hopefully that goes back up. Or we could not. I'm gonna put the window back up. What did I say? Yeah. So, I started playing League again. I haven't played this much League in a long time. League of Legends. Everybody knows League of Legends. I don't know why I clarified that. You should know what League of Legends is at this point. I've always been big into MOBAs. I have a history with MOBAs. I used to play back in like the Warcraft 3 days when like Dota All-Stars started off. Well, it didn't start off the MOBA genre, but that's where I started off. I started off with Dota All-Stars. So I got super excited when Dota 2 came out. I play so much Dota 2, and I've played so much of the new update, and I really shouldn't. But I'm back into League at the moment because I find that Dota games are just going on way too long nowadays. They're like that you have to schedule that in, and I have about as much free time as anybody else. But I don't utilize my free time very well. So I enjoy the 20-25 minute games of League because it's just quicker, and I don't take it as seriously, or at least I didn't. I discovered that I really enjoy playing Camille. I'm going to assume her name is Camille, or pronounced Camille. I did say Camilla the first time and somebody made fun of me, so I'm gonna go with Camille this time. I really enjoy playing Camille. She's, the last character who got me hyped enough to actually re-download the game was Quinn, and that was ages ago. That was a long time ago, and now everything's different and everything's changed, and all of my runes are gone, and apparently I have like 30,000 IP, but it's not IP anymore. It's called Blue Essence, and we've got Orange Essence as well instead of Riot Points, but we've still got Riot Points, and you get a loot box every now and again. I keep getting rewards for being a nice person. You know, your community's a little bit toxic when they're like, hey, you haven't told somebody, kill yourself in the last 3 games. Have a loot box. Like, that's just weird, isn't it? I think that's really strange. That's very... League's a thing. League's definitely a very much thing. I've actually, today I sat down and I played about 4 games, 5 games, 7 games. I'm not so sure how many games I played today, but I sat down and I played a lot of games. I actually enjoyed myself quite a bit. I had quite a few games with some really nice people, actually. Like, it was just fun. It was actually fun. And I get back into League for a while, and it's just like, oh, look, this is new and interesting, a new character. I don't know how this one works. And I've discovered is the word I was looking for. I've discovered that a lot of the characters that I used to know and know well, and a lot of the game mechanics that I knew and knew well, are gone. Or not gone, but they might as well be gone. They've changed everything. I went into lane and I got 4 hit by a Yorick. Now, Yorick used to do some damage, but ever since they put him on My Chemical Romance Makeup Team Laminator 3000's The Show, and made him all HD and shit, and now he summons a giant Maiden of the Mist, and he summons a wall. The game I grew up with is gone. It's just gone. Like, there's so much new stuff to learn, and I'm thoroughly enjoying learning everything. I find that I kind of get bored of something when I stop learning, if that makes sense. And I'm not a good player. Like, I'm not bad, I'm not terrible, I'm not fucking bronze. I'm not like bronze 1, or bronze 2, or whatever. But I am, I think my last ranking was like silver 5 or something like that. I'm at like 3.5k or 3.6k MMR in Dota, and like, I try not to play ranked because I take it a little bit too seriously. It's like Overwatch. I play a fair bit of ranked. I haven't recently. I did get up to I got up to high plat. I was almost done it last season. Shit. If I actually tried. But that's the problem, is that I get stuck on a character, and I play that character to death until they're not fun anymore, and then I just stop playing. League has 140 characters, 10 of which are viable, and I pick one that isn't viable, one of the other 130, and I play the absolute living crap out of them, and then I learn everything about them, and I just kind of get bored. That's me. That's me. Just get bored after I stop learning stuff, and like I said, I'm not a good player. I can learn a lot more to the game, but apparently my personal ideology of when learning stops is when I can no longer just not try and learn stuff. I actually have to put like some decent effort into it, and decent effort is not... If you're on this channel for more than 2 videos, you know high effort is not exactly my MO. I'm not exactly spectacularly trying here. I'm just kind of vlogging. I never thought I'd define myself as a vlogger, but I'm like 2 episodes in. I refuse. No, I'm not defining myself as a vlogger until I'm at least like 100 odd videos in. And if I ever get to that point where I have more than like 100 subscribers and they come to watch me sit in my car and ramble about nonsense, then I will classify myself as a vlogger. Probably noticed by now, over the course of these 2 videos, that when I move my arms and stuff, I have a lot of owies. I'm not sure if I can get this in frame. Oh, there's one. Look at that. And there's another there. And let's see if, oh, there's some good ones here. Look at this shit. Oh, camera's on the side. Idiot. Camera's on the side. I can't see over my own arm. Look at that. Ooh, that's a nasty, nasty one. Yeah. I'm not a self-harm victim. I just want to put that out there. I'm Baker, and I burn myself a lot because apparently doing that once and not learning from the experience just wasn't enough for me, so I burn myself quite frequently. I burn myself probably like 3 times a day at this point, and it's just kind of bastard, bastard, bastard. And then you'll get that one where like oil from a Turkish roll or something will come off of the pan and smack you right in the middle. That was what, oh no, this one. That right there. That was a doozy. If YouTube had smell-o-vision right now, you would be gagging. I am not enjoying sitting in the car with my own presence. But that one was from, we were doing Christmas tarts for Christmas, as so the name implies. And we were doing the lemon ones, and the lemon ones have this little star cut out on top of the tart, where you can see the lemon on the inside, and they're delicious. And you put icing sugar on, and they're so good. As I pulled out, there's people walking past, and they're walking their dog, and they're my neighbours, and they're gonna think I'm so strange. So fucking fluffy. Holy shit. Anywho. Oh, lemon tarts. Dogs. Dogs are fucking distracting, dude. Like, I just saw how fluffy that thing was, and it looks like a weird, like, Siberian Husky thing. Like, it was almost like a Siberian Husky off-coloured, crossed with a marshmallow. Anywho, the tart. So, yeah. As I was pulling the tarts out, because we do them in this big, on this big perforated pan, and bake them, and what you have to do is we have to pull it out, and then we have to grab a tart from the middle, and essentially take it off of the tray, and it's got a foil casing on the bottom of it, so you take it off of the tray, and you pull the foil casing off, and you look at the bottom, and if it's brown on the bottom, that means it's perfectly baked. I did as instructed. Oh no, it's not baked yet. So put the foil back on, turn the tart back over, put it back on the pan, and then as I picked up the tray to put it back into the oven, there must have been a little bit of curd, lemon curd, on my mitt, and then I'm not sure how it happened, but basically as I'm lifting it up to put it into the oven, curd from said mitt on this hand bloop, drops down and lands right along there. And that was 230 degree sticky curd on my arm. And it hurt like a motherfucker. I had to bandage it, I had to disinfect it, I had to whole shebang it. I had to wear a bandage on my arm for like 5-6 days until it was healed enough. And I've got so many scars and stuff. Oddly enough, I got these. I can't fucking coordinate. There. I got those about a year ago. It was almost exactly a year ago, like a couple of weeks ago. And I haven't burnt them yet, which I'm thoroughly surprised about, because I would think that right there is probably numero uno area for getting burned. You know, it's right on my wrist, basically. I think I'm done. I wanted to talk about generosity for a second. I don't understand why people are so tight with their money, if that makes sense. I'm going to assume that it's because I'm young and I don't really have a whole lot of bills at the moment. I do live at home with my family, so I'm not really paying rent or electricity or anything like that. I do pay a certain amount of board, but I don't understand why people are so tight with their money that they can't, like, just give some of it away to somebody who's in need of said money. And I'm not talking, like, charity, like donating to like Beyond Blue or like, you know, WWF, Save the Pandas. You know what? You want to save the pandas, buddy? You go out and you fucking save those pandas, dude. You go get her. Yeah, you stick a male and a female in a pen and make them procreate, and they get bored. That, my friend, is called Darwinism. But yeah, I don't understand why people can't just give some money away to people. The first thought that comes into your head when you see somebody homeless on the street and they're like, oh, can I have some change? Do you have like a $5 for, you know, a drink or whatever? You like, so many people go to give them money and then think, well, no, you know what, he's just gonna spend it on, like, you know, drugs or alcohol or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, so am I probably, or I'm gonna go to fucking McDonald's and get 2.5 burgers because with my $5 note, because that's how I roll, I guess. Like, what do you want him to do with it? You want him to, like, put it away in a nest egg or something, save college for his daughter that he probably doesn't see anymore because his wife kicked him out? Like, what, if he's gonna spend it on drugs and alcohol, like, he lives in a fucking box, dude. Like, if he wants $5 to go get a shot of ice, fucking let the cunt. I don't understand why you can't be a little bit generous every now and again. I'm dressed like this, or slightly nicer than my usual attire, because me and my girlfriend went out and had some dinner at a nice little restaurant up in 2 towns over. But this guy came up to us, and we saw him get rejected by 2 people. 2 people. As we were walking towards the restaurant. When we got to him, he said, oh, hi mate, blah blah blah, had a bit of a chat with me. And he's like, look dude, I've been locked out of this building that I'm working with these builders in this area. I live in the sticks. Out that way. He's working in said town, and he trains it in, works, and then trains it out. But apparently what he had done is he was like, oh mate, I've been locked out because the building manager's left and he's locked up for the day. The day's done. I can't get a hold of him with my phone because I've left my bus pass. Probably easiest, my key. So it's like yeah, you know what a bus pass is. Fuck yeah. Would you be able to give me some cash? Because I need $12.60 to pay for this ticket to get the train back to my house, blah, blah, blah. I'm stuck out here. I don't want to be stuck in this town for tonight. It's going to take me 2.5 hours to get home anyway. Would you be able to lend me some cash? You don't have to give me the whole money, just... I have this Jilla Mint office pack that has been sitting in my car for almost 2 years. Almost as long as I've owned the car, actually. Wow. Yeah, this has been sitting in my car for almost 2 years, and I just tend to, if I have any spare cash, like small notes, like $5 notes, or like $2, $1 coins, or any shrapnel, goes in here, right? This thing was like full until about 2 hours ago, because when the guy was telling me about it, I just said, yep, you know what, dude, come to my car. Came to said car, I leant in, I opened that up, and I just gave it to him and I went, there you go, take it. He goes, but there's like $25 in here, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, dude, look, I'm not gonna use it. You know, you're gonna be starving by the time you get home, and you're probably gonna go home, have a snack or a drink, and then go to bed. So you know what, take this, go get your ticket to get to the train, and have a coffee and a snack on the way home on me. You know, he was chuffed. He was really, really chuffed. He just, oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. I can't believe it. I'm really, really happy. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. I'll be able to come into work tomorrow. Blah blah. I won't have to stay in. I won't have to stay in this town. I'm really, really happy. Thank you so much. He shook my hand and he went to my girlfriend and shook her hand. He said, you guys have a lovely dinner, have a lovely rest of the night, have a lovely year, you have a good New Year's. And like, it's $20, man. Like, I'm not doing anything with it. It's been sitting in my car for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I have a change jar in my house that has almost $180 in it of just spare change because I'm not doing anything with it. I don't have these major bills that I have to pay for. I don't have any of this. So, like, why can't more people be like this? Why can't you just give, like, a $5? You know, you don't need it. I'm not going to give it to the homeless person. He's going to go spend it on drugs and alcohol. Mate, that's what you're going to do with it. You're going to go spend it on drugs and alcohol. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't say that $5 is going straight into your fucking mortgage account, because it's not. You don't find loose change and go throw it in the bank and use that to pay off your home loan. Like, it's a $5. Give the bloke a $5. You know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. You know what? If you see somebody on the street that you know is homeless and looking for a meal or something, I just want to say, just, you know, everybody carries spare change around with them. Everybody carries, like, notes or something. You know what? Go take the 50 out of your pocket. Go break the 50. Go get yourself a nice coffee. Or a nice sandwich or something on the way to work. Whatever your game is. Go get that. And then take whatever coinage comes out of that note. And just go give it to the bloke. Like, because you know what? His life's hard enough as it is. You know the reason that people on the street go fucking nuts? It's because so many people don't pay attention to them. And they start to think that they can get away with anything. Well, nobody's looking at me. Nobody's paying any attention. Better do something wild and outrageous. That's why you get homeless guys that are 50 years old running down the streets, starkers. Because, you know what? They need to do something to get your attention, because when they say, "Excuse me, mate, can you give me $2 so I can go get a coffee?" You just walk past them. You just walk straight past them. You act like they're not there. And that's what drives these people to turn into lunatics. to put it in the worst possible way. That's me. So, I hope you enjoyed your food. If you're eating while you're watching this, because make sure that you eat your meals, because your meals are good for you. Doesn't matter what meal. I don't care what you're eating. I don't care what you're putting in your body, as long as you're eating. If you're watching this while you're on the toilet, you should probably get up, because it's been about 20 minutes. That's a long shit. But I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking a nice dumpster delight. And yeah, I hope the rest of your day goes well. If you happen to see a homeless person in your day to day, give them $2. You know what? You're not going to do anything with it. Don't get yourself into thinking that you're going to do anything with it, because you're not. And that's all I've got to say. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. Be sure that if you actually enjoyed this, please do, like, subscribe, like, whatever. You know, it'll help me out. I want to do this. I want to do this as a daily thing. Finding half an hour to just kind of sit down and just let my thoughts jump around is actually really beneficial for me. So yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah. This has been Whip. Bye-bye.